Tonight, prosecutors say a key drug dealer in the Mobile County-based Crossley Hills drug trafficking organization will spend the next 22 years in a federal prison.
Edwin Owens is one of 42 people originally charged in connection to Crossley Hills. Federal investigators linked 4 overdose deaths to the drugs the group sold. NBC 15's Andrea Ramey has been looking into this case today.
Andrea, prosecutors say Owens used human testers when picking up the heroin supply in New Orleans.
That's right, Greg, and they say this was used to test the quality of heroin that was being distributed right in our area.
In 2020, a federal grand jury indicted 42 people dubbed the Crossley Hills Drug Trafficking Organization. One of them, 36-year-old Edwin Owens, was sentenced this month to 22 years in prison. Investigators say the group sold heroin and fentanyl in hotels in Tillman's Corner and along I-65. The indictment states the heroin sales led to numerous overdoses, resulting in hospitalizations and death, and that customers nicknamed their fentanyl-laced heroin Gray Death due to the overdoses.
Fentanyl is incredibly dangerous. It's far more dangerous than even heroin or any of the other opioids. There can be a lethal dose that can just fit on an eraser. It's just incredibly deadly.
The U.S. Attorney's Office says there wasn't evidence presented that Owens' heroin and fentanyl distribution directly resulted in overdoses or deaths. Prosecutors say Owens made numerous trips to the New Orleans area and Biloxi to obtain heroin and fentanyl and brought human heroin testers to test the heroin for quality. Owens pled guilty to selling 1.2 kilos of heroin and more than 700 grams of fentanyl. 2 milligrams, the DEA says, can be lethal.
Many of the overdoses are because people think they're taking a black market drug that they bought, like say an oxycodone or something. So the bad guys will put it into pressed pills or into powder, into liquids, into any of the way that they use these drugs, and it can really cause an overdose without the person even realizing what they're taking.
Baldwin County's coroner told us that the number of drug overdose deaths has tripled in the last 2 years and attribute that to fentanyl. In Mobile tonight, Andrea Ramey, NBC 15 News.